Hey, I'm so excited because today I am going to be going and taking you to Thorpe Park to show you everything that it has to offer in 2025. It's a very exciting day. I cannot wait to be going back into this park, which means so much to me. It's one of the best theme parks that we have here in the UK at the moment, so I'm very excited to go and show you everything that Thorpe Park has to offer. Now, I actually haven't been here since October 2024, so it's actually not even that long since I was last here, but when it's a place that you just love so much, it feels like a lifetime since I was last here. But we're actually using our Merlin annual passes. This actually expires so soon and I'm so sad about it, so it might actually be our last time going into Thorpe Park with this Merlin annual pass. I'm still a bit undecided where I'm going to go and renew for the new year. A little bit undecided. We've literally got until this expires in May, but it's a beautiful sunny day, so let's go and head onto the island like no other. I literally am buzzing. Let's go. So the park today is actually open from 10 AM through to 6 PM, so there's actually plenty of hours of ride time. We're actually visiting during April half term, so I know, call me crazy, it is a little bit crazy going April half term. However, because I'm a little bit of a nerd, I've actually gone and looked at the queue times actually all week. You can do that for free on the Thorpe Park app and just check the queue times before you go, and it actually hasn't been too busy, so I'm actually really hoping that the queues aren't too bad today. Most that I've been seeing is like 30-40 minutes for like the major attractions, so fingers crossed everything will be open when we go inside and the queues won't be too long. But we're here a little bit later than I wanted to. It's literally about 10:30 now, and especially by the time we went through security, it took quite a while. So I always say when you're going to Thorpe Park, get here as early as you possibly can, just to make sure you don't have to wait in them really long security lines. We waited about half an hour to get through security, but we're here and it's actually so lovely the weather right now, so let's go and head in. I am buzzing for this. And the first stop is always picking up a map, the new map of the year, map for 2025. Walking through the dome at Thorpe Park is just so iconic. It's when you actually know that you're now officially on the island and we're actually here, we're outside. It is so cool. I love being here so much. And this is easily the best skyline to any theme park that there is. I just love this entrance and the fact you can literally see everything. You've got the Swarm over there, Tidal Wave and Stealth, Detonator, Nemesis Inferno, and then over there you've got Storm Surge and obviously the brand new Hyperia. I say brand new, it's now like a year old, but it's there towering over the skyline at Thorpe Park. It literally has changed everything forever. And you also got Thor the Ride just over there too. It's literally gorgeous. Thorpe Park is such a great park to be at when it's so sunny outside. So like I said, there's 6 major roller coasters here at Thorpe Park, and there's also lots of other flat rides. That's what makes this park so special. There is so much to do, so many rides, so many attractions. But the first thing is where to go first. Now, if you're coming to Thorpe Park for the first time, I always go and say, always go and work from left to right. So I say do Colossus, do Soar first, because they always get the longest queues. A lot of people head to the Swarm first, but in the middle of the day, that literally has no queue ever. And also Hyperia does quieten down. But recently Hyperia has been having quite a few technical problems, so we're going to be going onto it straight away. We're going to head over to Fearless Valley and go onto Hyperia, which I'm literally so excited for. My favourite coaster in the UK for sure. We're going to head over there. I don't think the queue is too bad at the minute. I just want to get it out of the way, and then we've got the rest of the day to do all the other attractions and I can show you around. But let's go head over to Fearless Valley for Hyperia. And these beachy vibes just never get old, do they? Like, look how beautiful this is. This side of Amity Beach is the side that will be open later on this year. It's actually all been done for this year, so it looks a lot cleaner than it definitely did before. Really love it. And then this side, just by depth charge, which has new boats this year, pretty cool. But this side here is eventually going to be changing. They actually show plans of this being like an entertainment hub with a stage. Not sure what's actually going to go and happen with it. Obviously nothing's happened yet, but this is what the beach used to look like on the other side. It's not that great, but this I don't think will be opening for the foreseeable future, and hopefully there'll be some change to Thorpe Park. And that's what I'm saying, like Thorpe Park, when it's summer and it's like nice weather, it's the place to be. It's such great vibes when you're walking around, proper like seaside-y vibes. But actually this year, in 2025, there's nothing new at Thorpe Park. There's no new investments this year. But I suppose last year was a big investment for them with Hyperia, so that kind of makes sense. Wow, here we are over in Fearless Valley for Hyperia. There it is, it stands 236 foot tall. It is the tallest and fastest roller coaster in the UK as of now. Whether anything will beat it, I literally have no idea, but it is so incredible, and I love what they've gone and done to this queue line area over here. It looks so much better than it ever did before with all the grass. It looked kind of awful last year, but the queue right now is 70 minutes, so it's quite long, but it's so gorgeous. Let's go and find our Fearless. Just being in this area just fills me with so much adrenaline. Like, this is one coaster that is pure thrill. Like, it's such a thrill coaster. It's so great. Every single moment on there, I just love the layout of it so much. It's just over too quickly, but I can't wait to go back and find my Fearless on this. It is just one of the best coasters. And actually, I've got the t-shirt on today for Hyperia. Is that side? Let's go and head on. Oh wow, it is looking so good in here. So much cleaner than it was at the end of last year with all the cobwebs and everything it had before. We're actually on row 5 this time. There's still no front row queue, which is so annoying. But maybe one day I'll get front row. I still haven't had front row yet. Back row on this is the best for sure though. That ride on Hyperia, 10 out of 10. Literally, it is the best ride here at Thorpe Park. It is the best ride in the UK for sure. It gives me such like American Sea World kind of coaster vibes. It's literally so amazing. It's so thrilling, but actually at the same time, it's like one of the smoothest rides that you'll ever go on. Like, I literally love being on this. And there we are. Look at Mom's hair. Oh, it was so good. And Jack and Sean as well. Literally, I have no hair movement at all. My hair just doesn't move. And as we all know, all good things have to end with a gift shop, and I do love this Hyperia gift shop. I think there's actually some new merch for this year, so I really like this new black denim jacket with Hyperia. Is there anything at the back on there? Oh no, it's plain, which I kind of like. I prefer it being plain, to be honest. It's £70 for that, but you do get 20% Merlin Annual Pass discount if you're a Merlin Annual Pass holder. This here is such a nice pin too. I haven't got this one, but I do love to collect a pin badge if you know me well. So I really like this one too with Hyperia, which is amazing. And this one, it's just a bit too big, but it has the whole layout of the coaster. And then this here is the t-shirt that I'm actually wearing today. Literally love it. It's £33, but again, you get 20% Merlin Annual Pass discount. And this is the design that's at the back of it. It says, find your Fearless and Hyperia. I really love it, but right now it's still a little bit breezy, so I'm actually not getting my arms out right now, but it's such a great t-shirt. And if you want your own wings, you can. They have so many different wings here for finding your Fearless. And then they are Hyperia Trailblazer wings, £18. Very, very random, but pretty cool. I genuinely do feel like every single ride that I have on there gets better and better and better. That is easily 10 out of 10. Literally just love being on there so much. It is like the best thing ever. And do you know what? I feel like with all of the extra grass, the new fencing, that kind of thing, it really adds to it. This isn't a themed roller coaster. Don't go onto this expecting it to be anything like you'd see it like Universal or even like Wicker Man, Alton Towers, Nemesis Reborn. It isn't that. It is stylized with the white, black and gold theming, which is really, really nice. I just love being in this area so much. The music really adds to it. The queue wasn't too bad. It was advertised as 70. We only waited about 50, so it actually wasn't awful. But yeah, we're going to go now and enjoy the rest of our day. I would love to have another ride on Hyperia at some point, but I'm not going to prioritise it right now. There's so many other coasters to do here at Thorpe Park, but that was such a good one to start the day. So what do you think of your ride on Hyperia?
Best ride ever.
It was literally So good. Like literally I keep saying it, but it's just put the biggest smile on my face. Gotta say, the food smells so good here. They have so many new things which I've never seen here before. But that veggie box, it obviously is like vegetarian food. The smells literally amazing. Here it is, the veggie box, and they do so many different things over here. They do like salad rice bowls, wraps, spicy bean burger, curly fries. Not too badly priced either really, like when you think about it for theme park food. But yeah, if you're like vegetarian, vegan, maybe this is like the thing to go get. And yes, I know Thorpe Park is the home of all the good thrills and some thrilling roller coasters, but they do actually have some really fun family rides here. Not many, but this one here is so iconic. Mr. Monkey's Banana Ride. Hello, Mr. Banana over there. Literally, I used to love this as a child when I was growing up and come to Thorpe Park, so I feel like we might even go and give it a go right now, because why not? It's only 5 minutes. That was terrifying. Yeah. Literally so scary. That makes Hyperia seem like an easy ride. Yeah. That was literally so scary. Right, get it. Right, ready? Whoa! In my costume! Whoa.
Neil from In-Between.
Neil from In-Betweeners. If you know, you know. In-Betweeners and Thorpe Park are literally the best like combo ever. That episode of In-Betweeners is how I grew up. Like comedy gold that. But we're going to go and head on something a little less intense. Maybe like Nemesis Inferno. Let's do it. Before we actually go on to Nemesis Inferno, Jack and Sean got distracted by Big Easy Bumpers, which is the bumper cars that they have here at Thorpe Park. It used to be part of Angry Birds Land, but it's all changed now, which is alright to be fair, because Angry Birds was a bit irrelevant anyway, but here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
I've got to say, waiting by the bumper cars, this is by far the best sun trap ever. Like literally, there's no breeze, so I've taken my jacket off, my arms are finally out. So yeah, it just feels so good to be here at Thorpe Park in the sunshine. The queues aren't actually too bad, but I feel like it's busier than it's been in the past previous days when I've looked. If you actually look at the Thorpe Park app, you can go onto queues and it shows you all the different queue times that there are. So it ranges from 20 minutes for like the flat rides, and going up to 65 minutes for Saw the Ride today. Hyperia is only 60. Stealth is closed at the moment. It's actually been closed for a couple of days now because it actually failed to launch, so that's why it's actually closed. It might open later on today, hopefully. It hasn't got a planned closure, but yeah, I'm hoping it does open at some point today because I just love going on Stealth. And this area here is literally just so gorgeous. It's called Big Easy Boulevard. It used to be Angry Birds Land, like I just mentioned, but I just love the theme, the music. It's like it's always Mardi Gras here, which I absolutely love. And over there in that little cinema, which you would never know it's a cinema really, it's quite hidden, they actually have the Sunset Cinema, which plays Ready Player One. We've done it before, I've actually vlogged it before. Not the best thing ever, but I just love being here at Big Easy Boulevard in the sun. You can so tell that Sean's been watching Fast and Furious, like he thinks he's a boy racer right now. Did you feel like Bin Weasel on that?
Yeah.
Bin Weasel, what's his name? Bin Weasel, Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel, yeah. You've been liking your little Fast and Furious, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, the bumper cars is Sean's only experience that he's got of driving like that. Right, time for coaster number 2, Nemesis Inferno, the B&M invert here at Thorpe Park. Everyone compares this to Nemesis at Alton Towers, literally just because it has the same name. But I wouldn't say that I love it as much as the original. The original is by far the best, but this has definitely got better with age. Oh, look at Detonate behind me. Love that ride too, although I feel like I just don't go on it. I'm a little bit too scared of it, I'm not gonna lie. I have to be right in the mood to go on there. But on a long day when it's like Friday nights, I don't mind going on that, but that's a 35-minute wait right now, and I'm just not gonna do that for a drop tower. Drop towers do kind of scare me a little tiny bit, I can't lie. But yeah, let's go ahead onto Nemesis Inferno. I do love that this is all themed like a volcano. It's such a cool queue line when you get up to this bit, and also the views of Thorpe Park you get from up here literally are the best. You can literally see over everything, and Hyperia just over there in the background. It's like one of the best views, and the volcano is smoking today. I love all the mist as you go through the tunnel. It's what makes this so unique, this ride. That mist on my back right now feels literally the best. We've made it into the station. It took us about 45 minutes, which actually isn't too bad when you think of it. It was pretty much dead on what it advertised. They actually go and have 2 different queues when you get into the station. If you keep to the left, it gives you rows 2 to 7, and then over there is the front row queue. That can really extend your queue time. I've done it like twice and I waited like an extra half an hour, which I don't recommend. Something that Thorpe Park desperately need now though are single rider queues. There are just so many empty seats on this train. Alton Towers are doing the right thing now by having more single riders, but this is not good having so many empty seats on here.
Hold tight, place your head back and brace yourself.
mean, that was like an Arctic blast in the face. That was freezing. Like, I feel like I needed my jacket on for that. Lesson learned, April is a nice time to come and visit, but when you're on these really like high-speed coasters, it is literally so cold on them. But literally 10 out of 10 ride, love it. My second favourite ride here at Thorpe Park. I feel like I'm doing them in order of like favourite to least favourite, although that's always changing. But Nemesis Inferno, literally such a beautiful one here at Thorpe Park. And if you want to go and skip the shop, just go through here. Nice little shortcut that stops you having to walk through the gift shop, and you can go on to some other rides nice and quickly. But yeah, you literally just can't go wrong with a B&M invert coaster like that. I love how freeing it is. Like, having your legs dangle on a roller coaster is just like unmatched, that feeling. It's just so good. And I'm actually going to Alton Towers later on this week. There will be an Alton Towers vlog coming up, and I'll be showing you what Alton Towers is like. I'm also staying over at one of the Alton Towers hotels, so you'll see exactly what that's like too. So if you want to see how Alton Towers, which is like my favourite theme park in the UK, compares to Thorpe Park, you'll be able to go and see that coming up on my channel, I think next week, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Amity is so gorgeous with that blue sky today. I absolutely hate tidal wave. It's something that you'll never ever see me go on. Even when it's like a heat wave, there's no way I'm going on that. I think it's crazy that there's like a full boat of people on there today, but here we go. Amity looking so stunning. There is no way. There is actually no way that I'm doing that, ever. Why would anyone put themselves through it? I literally don't know. Right, we're just heading into the Swarm Island. It's actually the only ride over in this area. I'd love them to actually expand it one day, but this is by far the best themed roller coaster here that we've got in the UK. It's so good with like the crashed ambulance and the plane over there. And actually, I'd say that Thorpe Park, when they do come to theming, especially for Thor and the Swarm, that was their peak time for these sort of coasters. It's literally so great. Sean, go and hold up the ambulance. There we go, what a model there. It's the UK's first wing roller coaster. Wow. So gorgeous. And would I say that the Swarm is my third favourite coaster here? I actually probably would. I do have a soft spot for Colossus, and I was going to do that next, but it's actually closed. So Colossus and Stealth are all closed at the moment, which is actually pretty annoying. But we thought we'd come over here to Swarm Island. The queue looks quite long, longer than I wanted it to be, but it is what it is. And there's the fire engine there as well. They actually sometimes blast fire. They haven't done that for years, I haven't seen, but on busy days they sometimes go and do that. And here's the billboard which says "Don't lose your head," which actually was introduced after the Swarm opened in 2012. I remember when they actually put this in, I think for the 2013 season, I want to say. And this is what I'm talking about, the best themed station here in the UK. It literally is so amazing. It's literally like a abandoned church which had the roof blown off. Thorpe Park in 2012, they was doing the right thing with this. We've actually waited about 50 minutes for this, so not ideal, but this is kind of the problem. When you have bad ride availability, these queues end up getting really long. Colossus, Stealth and Thor are all closed at the moment, so that's probably obviously why it's only people here. Normally kind of by like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, this dies down completely, and you actually sometimes even walk on this, but that's not happening right now. And also we've noticed the wasp problem is beginning here at Thorpe Park. We've actually seen a couple of wasps in this queue, so just bear that in mind. So if you hate wasps, you'll be flinching a lot whilst you're waiting. This is brand new for this year. They have this assistant dog relief area, which they've never had before at Thorpe Park, but I feel like it's a good thing that they have. It's a step in the right direction for accessibility, which Thorpe Park are all about, which is great. But yeah, it's actually a really nice area. There's no cute doggies here right now, unfortunately, but it's a nice little area by the Swarm. Swarm, which is just behind me, was honestly amazing. Literally such a great ride. For the first time in like ever, I sat on the inside seats and I let Jack sit on the outside. It does make such a difference. Like, I feel like I love to be personally on the right hand side of the train, sitting on the outside seat, because you just feel more free. And like I said, them roller coasters where your legs are dangling, cannot beat that feeling. It's just so good. But I love the Swarm. The whole theming, the intensity of the ride is really good. It's not as smooth as it used to be. I actually find it quite jolty at some parts, which I feel like is kind of like something that people don't really say about the Swarm. They always say it's really smooth. I don't really find it particularly that smooth, but I guess it's smoother than like Colossus if you want to go and compare it to that, but nowhere near as smooth as Hyperia. Me and Sean have decided we're going to have a little bit of a roller coaster chill, so we're actually going to go onto these flat rides which are in this Lost City area, which is actually pretty cool. They have Vortex over here. We've also got Zodiac, Rush and Quantum, but we're going to go onto Vortex first. It's only a 20-minute wait, so it's actually not too long, but when you want a little chill from the like big coasters, these flat rides are so great and never really too much of a long queue either. Jack doesn't actually go on these ones because of motion sickness, so if you do get motion sickness, these flat rides are definitely not for you. It's weird because some people like fine on roller coasters, but then rides like this is like a big no completely.
Oh look, they've added smoke this year. That's new.
That is so cool. It's the little things. Wow. That one is actually so intense. I think out of all the flat rides in this area, that by far is the most thrilling one of them all. It all kind of depends on where you sit. There's no like right or wrong, like you don't know where you're going to be or how high you're going to go up. But if you manage and you're lucky enough to go and sit in the seats that go all the way to the top, that is so thrilling when you're looking down at the queue of people beneath you. It is literally terrifying. But I love how you can see everybody around you, you can see their faces. The woman in front of us, I actually thought she was going to be sick. Like I was actually scared the whole ride. I was like, oh no, she's actually going to throw up and it's going to go all over me, because I was sitting like directly like opposite her, and I thought, oh no, I don't know where this is going to go. She was actually fine, but seeing other people's face, especially if it's like their first time, it's like terrifying just watching them, because you think what is going to go and happen, especially if you're seeing people and the colour from their face just disappears and it's like, oh no, what's happening here. But Vortex, such a good ride here at Thorpe Park. I'm actually hungry, I really want lunch, so let's go and see what there is, because the smells in this park are just so good today, and I had no breakfast, so let's go and grab some lunch. We've actually decided to go for the trusty KFC, because you just can't go wrong, can you? This one is all themed around the Amity Hotel, and it's actually probably the best KFC in the world in terms of theming. So yeah, it's themed like a shark attack, and you actually see the shark coming through the roof over there. It's like completely damaged the ceiling, and you've actually got a boat up here, which is actually so cool. But even though it's like the best themed KFC in the world, it is probably the busiest too. It literally takes forever to go and get your food. But we're order 17304, so yeah, hopefully it won't take too long. We got 2 Trilogy box meals, 1 Twister Wrap box meal, and 1 Zinger Supercharger Tower box, and altogether it comes to £50.16. So it's quite expensive. It's a little bit more expensive than other KFCs, but it's kind of like just nice food. Like it's nice, easy, basic, and you can't go wrong with a KFC, really, can you? Okay, that was actual craziness. Probably like the longest queue of the day. It actually took so long. I think we had like over 100 orders before us, but we've actually got food, and literally my stomach is growling so much because I'm so hungry right now. But we actually have our KFC, so I'll show you what we managed to go and get. I feel like if you're at Thorpe Park, definitely try to avoid the lunch rush, which is like 12 o'clock through to about 2 o'clock. If you can, eat later if possible, because the queues are literally insane for food. The actual ride queues aren't even that bad, but food queues are huge in the park right now. But let's go and eat the KFC, finger licking good. Literally love unboxing a KFC box meal. Like It's like Christmas come early, one of the best feelings. This is the meal that I've actually gone for. I actually have no idea what burger I went for in the end, but it looks good. It has the hash brown in it. Is it like the Zinger Tower burger? One of them. It's been so long since I ordered it, I literally can't remember. I've got the chicken on the bone. I'm usually like a mini fillet kind of guy, but today I just really fancy this. Chips, there's not many of them. Beans, and of course a Lipton peach iced tea, because apparently they're discontinuing this soon, and I'm getting as much Lipton peach iced tea in my bloodstream as possible before that goes. Right, so we're done over at KFC. The food was okay, it was pretty average, it was what I was expecting, a solid like 7 out of 10, but I'm not going to go on any roller coasters just now because I need to let my food digest. I actually have really bad like heartburn at the moment, and I think it's where I went and put hand sanitizer on, stupidly, after eating like the chicken, and then once I ate the chicken, I then ate the burger, and I feel like I've like swallowed hand sanitizer, which is like the worst thing to do. So in future Sam, take note, don't go and put hand sanitizer on halfway through a meal, because I feel like it's actually burning my chest right now. But we're gonna go do a little bit of shopping, have a little mooch. Right, I'm not gonna be shy, I'm gonna go and have a look at the mega store, which is one of the biggest shops that they have here at Thorpe Park, to see the 2025 merchandise. And I'm actually hoping for some new pin badges, although my Merlin board is literally full right now. Like I need to go and do a swap, I think, for my boards. If you haven't already seen my pin badge video that I've got, where I show you how I organise all my pin badges, I love them so much. But yeah, I feel like most of it's the same as what it's been for the last couple of years. It's actually quite a nice sweatshirt that they've got for Swarm. It's quite minimal, like you wouldn't really know it's for the Swarm, and it's a different texture to what I expected. It's actually really smooth. It's kind of just the design on there. I actually do really like that. I'm not sure how much it actually costs because there's no price on the label, and it's not over there either. So, oh no, it's up there. 45 for it, which isn't too bad really. And these Saw ones are gorgeous as well. I think I'm at team this one here, the red one. Out of both of them, I do really like that. 45 again, so it's pretty standard pricing. Oh, and I love these resins. I actually used to collect these so much when I was younger. I actually went and put them all on eBay like ages ago, and obviously don't have them anymore, but I do love a good resin, and this is so nice with the saw and the rotating blade above it. I wish that actually went and spun, but it doesn't, but I really like that. £18 for that one. And this is the Swarm one that they've got with the coaster going through the middle, through the billboard around it, got the fire engine and the ambulance. That is actually really nice. They're actually becoming so much more creative when it comes to things like this now. The pins are definitely getting bigger, I'm noticing, but I do like the Storm Surge one. I've actually not been on Storm Surge for a couple of years now, but that's a really nice pin badge. Just a bit too big for my liking, but it just seems to be the thing. Like Disney are going this way too with these big pin badges. I love these ones as well with the coaster cars. I think I've showed you this one of Hyperia already. There's also this one of the Swarm and the train on the Swarm, which looks really nice. And I love this one, the 20th anniversary of Rush. Oh, and this one here is like my little baby. I actually used to work on Colossus, so that is a very special pin badge there. I feel like it's not focusing, but I just love that with the Colossus train. Oh, and they're also getting in on the dog merchandise, which is so amazing. They have this dog harness, like Thorpe Park theming with this new like Thorpe Park branding. They've got the collar, which is really nice. I feel like Daisy would look quite good kitted out with all the Thorpe Park merchandise, but yeah, we're not going to go and get it for Daisy. We've got lots of Disney clothing for Daisy already, but it's actually really nice. I'm glad that they're doing things like this now. And they've got lots of hoodies, and this bag is actually really nice for like the gym or like a short break and things like that. But I'm just not a fan of the new Thorpe Park logo. It did start to grow on me, but then I see it on merch and it's just, I don't feel it. I don't like the colour at all, so I really am not too much of a fan. But these coasters are also really cool too. Teenage me would have these in my bedroom 100%. It doesn't quite fit the theme of my bedroom anymore, but I love the Hyperia one. I mean, they're only £6 each. It's actually not too bad, but again, never had these before, but I just love that they've got them now. Now, like I mentioned before, Thorpe Park doesn't really have that many family rides. A lot of the family rides they do have are the water rides, but at the moment, Rumba Rapids is actually closed until May. It's a very sad sight to see. Rumba Rapids is literally just behind Stealth. It's just weird that they've taken this decision this year. I feel like Merlin are kind of neglecting their rapids now. So I feel like it's almost time for this to go and probably retire. Although if it does retire, it's going to give it a nice lot of space over at the back over here, and I'd love another coaster to be here. I think that's probably the future of Thorpe Park for sure. It's sad because I'd love going on Rumba Rapids after a heavy meal, like even KFC. Like, it's a nice meal to have, but you don't want to go on these big coasters afterwards. So it would have been nice to go onto Rumba Rapids in the sun today, but it's obviously not going to happen. And when it comes to stealth, I've actually just looked at the app, and it actually now has changed to closed all day. So there's no way we're getting any stealth action today, which is sad because I do love a quick ride on stealth, but it's not happening today. I feel like when you come to Thorpe Park early on in the season, these kind of things do happen. Hyperia recently has been having lots of technical problems. Stealth has been shut. This is its third day now that it's shut, so it's just a little bit disappointing when you come to a park and some of their major attractions are closed, but it is what it is at the end of the day, and I guess safety always comes first. And we're actually going to go and head on to the Teacups double teacup party, I think it's called. It's pretty fun. Who doesn't love a teacup? So we're going to go and head on, and hopefully we'll spin quite fast.
Let's get this party started.
Good spin? Yeah, it was alright. It was alright. Do you know what? I actually thought like the 3 weeks I've done at the gym would change my teacups game, because I'm now beginning to realise that at the end of every time that I go on the teacups, and I've logged this section where I like review the ride, all the time I say, oh, that was a bad spin. It wasn't that great. That was like okay, not the best. It was a bit rusty, I say. It really hurt my hands. But yeah, I thought 3 weeks at the gym would have solved all my teacup drama, but it seems that it definitely hasn't. One family ride that you can always rely on here at Thorpe Park is the Flying Fish. Only a 5-minute wait, so it'd actually be rude to say no to it. So let's go on to the Flying Fish. After 3 laps on the Flying Fish, which is pretty good, probably I think my record was like 9 laps on one really quiet day, but it was actually pretty cool. We're going to go and head on to Colossus. I actually love Colossus so much. It really does have a special place in my heart. I feel like you can't really tell at the moment, but it has had a bit of a repaint. They're doing it in stages. The only thing that's left to be repainted is the lift hill, the drop, and the first loop. But this is the world's first 10 looping coaster, and it is such a great sight to see. I love walking in this area. It's probably my favourite area of Thorpe Park. The ride gets a little bit of hate because of how rough it is. It is quite old, but it is absolutely gorgeous. Just look at that. The only thing that I don't actually like about the fact that they're repainting it is they've done it over 3 years, so you can actually tell which is the newer part, which ones are slightly older, and which ones are even older than that. It's like you can see there on the loop where they've started the brand new repaint compared to the original paint that's obviously over there where the loop is. But I just feel like obviously next year when they go and do this part of the repaint, you'll be able to tell which bits are newer. You'll be able to tell this is newer than that bit. So I don't know, they just feel like they haven't really thought it through. I would have rather them have just closed it for like a couple of years and then repainted the whole thing. And the wait for it is 50 minutes this afternoon, so it's quite a long one. But yeah, let's go and head on. I'll see you in the station when we go and actually get onto the ride. But Colossus, the power of 10.
And brace yourself as we time. Once again, the ride at Colossus is about to begin. Please keep your arms inside the train with your feet.
Today was bad. I never say this, but that was so painful. It was like so uncomfortable today. So yeah, did not enjoy that one bit. And normally Colossus is one that I actually do really love, but it was a headbanger. Like from the moment it done its first, well actually into the first loop, it was so vibrating. Like I don't know, it was coming through the wheel underneath the car, it was vibrating, head was bashing everywhere, not enjoyable at all. If you want a comfortable ride on Colossus, then go front row if you can, but the queue for front row was quite long today. We was near the back, and it's just a big mistake. Just don't go on the back of Colossus, because that was pain, like literal pain. Did not enjoy it. Worst ride that I've done today. Hated it. And just to go and add to the roughness, we're going to go on to Saw the Ride, which is the last one of the big 6 that we need to go and do for today. And this coaster actually opened in 2009 at Thorpe Park. I feel like it's the coaster that fully changed Thorpe Park. It made it so much better when they had it, but with age it's just become really unbearable. So we'll see what it's like today. Maybe over the winter they've done something to it, but yeah, let's go and head on to Saw. I'm not excited for this at all, but we'll go on anyway. It's literally like a death trap, this one. Like, it's quite fitting with the name. And it's on a 40-minute wait. I reckon this will probably be the last ride that we actually go and do, which is fine. We might be able to sneak Hyperia on it quite quick, hopefully. But this one, if the queue is too long, you can actually go into the single rider line, which normally cuts the time quite a bit. This ride is really good for single rider. But yeah, we're heading into main queue. 40 minutes for it today. Do you want to play a game? Yeah, I think I do actually. Let's go and head on. It's actually so well themed in this queue line. They actually have the barbed wire trap from Saw 1 in there, and it's actually pretty cool. That is Saw ticked off, and all of the big 6 coasters, which are actually open, done for today, which makes me feel so proud. I love when you have a successful day at Thorpe Park and you manage to get all the main things done. Saw wasn't particularly great. My brain has rattled in my head so much, especially like the end part. I feel like the inside of Saw is so good. The whole indoor section with the indoor drop and the theming inside, literally probably the best part of the ride. The moment you're outside, it just goes downhill from there, and literally when I say it, you feel your brain shaking in its skull. It's so rough, so uncomfortable. I don't actually know what's happened with Saw over the years, but yeah, Saw and Colossus are just not it at the moment. They're so rough and so rattling, considering Saw isn't even really that old. I mean, it's like 16 years old now, so I guess like it is on the older side, but yeah, it shocks me how rattly and rough that one is. With half an hour left of ride time, we're going to go and head onto Hyperia, because it'd be rude not to. Our second ride of the day on the goddess herself. But will I get a front row ride? Let's go and see. After this will be my like what 8th, 9th ride on Hyperia ever, so I better get a front row ride. Like, I need it so desperately. It's on an hour queue, but it'll be fine. We'll get on. And there we go, that is our day at Thorpe Park done. And I have to say, we had the most amazing day. I really love going to Thorpe Park. I feel like it's just my happy place. I love going here, just having a great day out. And we always do as a family. We managed to get on so much. Hyperia as our last ride, so good, like literally amazing. I loved it. We wasn't front row, we wasn't back row. I think we was like row 5 again, like in the middle, but it felt so much more intense than it was earlier on in the day. So I definitely recommend going on Hyperia later on when it warms up a little bit. It was literally flying around. It was just so good. But we had an amazing day. Thank you so much for joining me. I did manage to go and get a few purchases, so I'll show you what I managed to get. It was very, very exciting, but very expensive as well. These were definitely the standout pin badges. I've got the Hyperia train, which I love, the Rush 20th anniversary, because that was just so cute, and also Colossus, because even though it wasn't my favorite ride today, I did love the pin. So they are my 3 that I got. Very expensive. They used to be like £3 each. I paid £17.20, I think it was, with my annual pass discount for just the 3. So the pin badge prices have gone up so much. But with all that being said, thank you so much for watching this vlog. I hope you've enjoyed coming to Thorpe Park with me, because I know that I had an amazing day. So thank you so much. If you've enjoyed it, then definitely hit the like button, make sure you're subscribing, and let me know down in the comments below if you've been to Thorpe Park and what your favourite coaster is, because I'd love to know. But like I said earlier, we're going to Alton Towers later this week, so the next vlog that you'll see will be from Alton Towers, and I cannot wait to share everything that Alton Towers has to offer. But with all that being said, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye guys.